Oh, so this is the first RC project and I shot my face and my RC Aero car totally out of focus. But the most important part is that I just wanted to tell you that this is my first RC project ever.
This is my first RC project, so let's see what I did.
Hopefully not the last one, and that this video is going to be available on my second channel that I did not pay much attention to recently. But I will, so tune to Max DIY if you already didn't, and enjoy my walkthrough of my first RC project ever. As you can clearly see in the video, I did not pay much attention to the quality of the project, but I just wanted to get it running in no time, to check out all of the crucial components, I mean battery, motor, transmitter and receiver, that I am going to use for my future projects. And as you can see here, I just used a bit of copper wire to hold all of it together with a great success. So this is how my masterpiece looks like when ready for action, but let me talk you through the whole design process. The base of this RC Aero car is an under-air tabletop dolly car designed for shooting panning videos from top of your table. The power plant of this Aero car is a lithium polymer battery rated at 11.1 volts with 3.5 amp hour and 60 C. Loads of juice for a minute. One 2700 kV brushless motor, one ESC rated at 30 amps as far as I remember, fly sky receiver and transmitter, one mobile phone holder and a plastic cover for washing pills and a couple of screws. Oh, and I would have forgotten about the binding agent, copper wire and green 6-bladed propeller for the motor. If you want to get some of the elements, just check the links in the description below. Oh, I would have forgotten about the balance charger and a couple of servo checkers and secondary 2-bladed propeller. The most challenging and annoying part of the project was getting the plastic cover to shape and attaching motor to it so it would fit into the camera holder, but the rest was pure pleasure, as all of the screws on the panning skate were standard photo screws, so I had no problem here. I combined all of the elements of the project in no time using copper wire and I began testing.
Well, so it's time to get it started for the first time.
You probably noticed by now that I have only one function available here, it is power, so there is no reverse, there is no steering. I hope you will forgive me. For the first couple of test runs I used both green 6-bladed propeller and white 2-bladed propeller. I noticed that there is a problem with the spin initiation, but this is probably due to not properly charging the battery, as I simply took it off shelf where she was in a long-term storage mode. I promised to fully charge it for the next project. The other problem was that the green propeller gave too much thrust, so slow speed drive around was not possible. The white one on the other hand seemed to give just the right amount of thrust for a slow spin around, but was extremely noisy. So I went back to the green one. I had a go outside as well, but tarmac is not an ideal place for inline skate wheels, so the ride was quite bumpy.
I know, you're gonna say that it is not the most brilliant car you've ever seen, but remember, this is my first project, and you're going to get better quite soon, hopefully. Well, more or less that's it. I hope that you did like the video. As you saw, I did have some problems with starting the motor from time to time. The question is, was it the juice that ran out from the battery? If you have any suggestions, just write them in the comments below. Most of the parts that I used for this project are in the affiliated links below. You can buy them. If you want, you can copy my brilliant idea. I'm gonna to work on it, and most importantly, I have an airplane that I'm gonna assemble later on, but I have to get proper connectors for my batteries and chargers, and hopefully that's gonna be done by a friend of mine later this week. And for the time being, don't forget about visiting my other Max DIY channel, and as usually about watching some other of my videos, where one of them is here, the other one here, the other one here, and my face to subscribe here. So that's it. Bye bye!